Something is brewing with this Blue Jays team, and if you're not paying attention, you might miss it. The injuries keep piling up. The rotation is being held together with tape and prayers, and now a new report has dropped linking the Jays to yet another starting pitcher. We're breaking all of that down today, plus a deep dive into the Lenyn Sosa trade, because I genuinely think people are sleeping on how good this pickup actually is. Let's get into it. So the name that's been floating around is Martin Perez. The Braves DFA'd him a couple days ago, and almost immediately my mentions were flooded with people saying the Jays should go after him. And look, I get it. When it first came up, I was kind of on the fence about whether it was even worth discussing. But the more I look at it, the more I think there's actually something here, especially given everything going on with this rotation right now. Perez is a veteran lefty, 35 years old. This would be his 15th MLB season. And here's the thing people forget. This guy was an all-star with the Rangers in 2022. That was not that long ago. This season with Atlanta, he made 2 starts, threw 14 innings, and posted a 3.14 ERA. Last year with the White Sox, he had a 3.54 ERA over 10 starts. He has a career 100 ERA plus in over 1,600 big league innings. That is league average production across a massive sample size. And his salary? $3.5 million. The Jays could literally claim him off waivers. MLB trade rumors specifically linked the Blue Jays alongside the Cubs and Astros as teams that have sent multiple key starters to the injured list and could use the help. This is not a random connection. This makes genuine sense. Now, do the Jays need to do this right now? Not necessarily. They just added Patrick Corbin, and that was supposed to address the lefty depth. But here's where it gets interesting. Scherzer is still dealing with his forearm stuff and hasn't looked great. Eric Lauer has been sick, and we're not sure on his timeline. The Jays play basically every single day for the next week. You need bodies. And if Corbin goes out and struggles again, if Scherzer can't go, you're going to wish you had a guy like Perez sitting there ready. I actually think what could happen is Scherzer lands on the IL, Perez comes in, and you do some musical chairs with the rotation. In any normal year, this conversation doesn't even happen. But this is not a normal year for this pitching staff, and you have to be realistic about that. Before we keep going, quick one, have you ever Googled your own name? Seriously, go try it after this video. Your home address, your phone number, family details, all just sitting there publicly available. That's why we're partnered with Incogni here at Jays Digest. Incogni removes your personal data from data brokers who are out there collecting and selling your information without you ever knowing about it. Their unlimited plan is the most powerful option available. You find where your data is exposed, send them the link, and their team of privacy experts goes after it. Over 420 data brokers covered plus custom removals beyond that. Use code JaysDigest at the link below for 60% off an annual plan. That's incognitoni.com/JaysDigest. Thank you to Incogni for sponsoring. Now, let's keep rolling. Lenyn Sosa. I want to spend some real time here because I think the reaction to this trade has been a little too casual, and this guy deserves more credit than he's getting. The Jays sent Jordan Rich and a player to be named later or cash. That's essentially nothing. And in return, they got a guy who hit 22 home runs last year as Chicago's primary second baseman, posted a 1.4 FWAR, and was one of the better hitters on that roster for a stretch. I went and looked at how White Sox fans were talking about this trade, and they were genuinely upset about it. White Sox fans came into the Blue Jays subreddit upset. He was hitting cleanup in his last game for Chicago. Went 2 for 5 at DH. These are not the reactions of a fan base losing a throwaway piece. Now, let's be real about what he is. He's a free swinger. Zero zone discipline, he's not going to walk, and he will strike out. But he has serious raw power, and he absolutely mashes lefties. And given the roster situation right now with Springer out and the DH spot open, he's going to get real opportunities. I suspect you see him getting a lot of starts at DH against left-handed pitching specifically. You can slide Jesus Sanchez in there, give Davis Schneider some looks, there are options. But Sosa is going to hit, and I think once people see him play a few games, the perception is going to shift. The White Sox fans already told us everything we need to know about this guy, and they liked him. Also worth noting, Bieber was moved to the 60-day IL, which is retroactive to opening day, so it doesn't change his actual timeline at all. And the Jays had an open roster spot ready, so no additional moves were needed to make room. It was a clean, smart transaction. On Springer, latest word is this could be close to the minimum 10-day stint. We should have another update tonight. The Jays don't want to push him and have him playing compromised, which is the right call. If this were August, you might try to play through it. In April, you protect him and get him back right. And when he does come back, you suddenly have a very different lineup than what we've been watching. Sosa's still going to get his starts against lefties even with Springer back, so don't think this was just a temporary fill-in move. He's going to be a real part of this roster. Big picture, yes, this has not been the start anyone wanted. The rotation has been battered. The lineup has been rotating through injuries constantly. But look at what the front office is actually doing. They're not panicking, they're not making desperate splashy moves, they're being calculated. Corbin came in cheap. Sosa came in cheap. Perez, if they go get him, comes in cheap. They are accumulating depth intelligently and staying ready for when the real roster gets healthy. Trey Cabbage is coming. Berrios is coming. Springer is coming. This team is going to look completely different in 2 to 3 weeks. And that's why the games right now matter more than people want to admit. You're going up against the Brewers tonight, and this is a series you need to take care of. Bassett is on the mound. You should win this series. Every game you win now while you're shorthanded is a game in the bank before your real rotation comes back online. Do not let these games slip. Drop down below what you think about the Martin Perez situation. Is it worth pursuing, or is Corbin enough for now? And tell me what you think about Sosa, because I genuinely believe he's going to surprise some people. Thank you guys for watching. Absolute beasts with the support as always, and I'll see you in the next one.